Hi everyone, this is the Belief Changer video about the special guest we had last week on Kahal. The special guest was Jace Mayer, who is a Métis woman from British Columbia in Canada. Jace Mayer is a well-accomplished entrepreneur and has cut her teeth in education and promotion of Indigenous people in business. She has many accolades. Jace Meyer, during the podcast, came across as very passionate, and she had her goals was to empower Indigenous people in business, and she saw that by using a more holistic approach to Indigenous business, where it can become more of a collaborative effort, between public and the public sector, the non-public areas, and the private sectors. It's a coming together, a collaboration that can help promote Indigenous businesses. Another important thing I got from the podcast was that Jace, her alignment with her values and her goals as an Indigenous woman, a very successful entrepreneur, and she saw, Indigenous people having control of our destiny, I guess, and where we have, storytelling is a big important part in our culture. So, she emphasized that storytelling was an important factor, but also pride and ownership of cultural knowledge, and having ownership of that. Jace, she came across very positive, and inspirational. It was interesting to find that, she's an Indigenous woman from Métis background. Métis is like a collection of Indigenous people from British Columbia, who also have their heritage from other areas, other people, nationalities coming in that mix with Indigenous people. So, I could relate with that, with Australia has we have a similar sort of, people who identify as Indigenous or Aboriginal, but they still have, other cultural backgrounds which they come from, but still highly, still value and have, still practice their culture, their Indigenous culture, and still hold on to that identity. It was a really good podcast to watch and to be a part of, and I look forward to more special guests coming on the Kahal program every Sunday. There's a lot more to Jace Meyer. She has a lot more accolades, but yeah, I kind of just touching on what I got from it there. It was really good to be a part of that. Yes, I'm ready for the next one coming up this Sunday, and should be interesting to participate in. But just to touch on the Kahal program again, just for any Indigenous person out there who might be interested in, taking up the e-commerce business. Look up Kahal Indigenous e-commerce program. They give free training for Indigenous people, and the training is worth, over $30,000. So, if anyone's interested in pursuing that area there of e-commerce and opening up a online store, check them out. They're on YouTube. Just type in Kahal Indigenous e-commerce program, or you can look on Instagram. They're also on Instagram as well. That's all for today. I look forward to bringing the next video on the next session. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.